colour's not great. It's because it's that time of day where it's like dusk. I've even moved over to this seat just to try and get the best light. But it's not great. It doesn't matter where I am in the room. And you can't, for some reason this camera doesn't like artificial light, so I'm a little bit snookered if I miss the daylight, especially when it's between light and dark. It doesn't seem to want to film properly. I just thought I'd make a really quick intro for the video, which I'm about to put, well, which this is going to follow on from. I mean, that will follow on from this intro. It was yesterday, being the 9th of the 2nd. No, it was the 8th of the 2nd. It's taken me a while to get this up because I've been busy. And little Ben was his last day, his last walk, and I thought I'm going to film it because, well, why not, right? We went up to the rocks by my house, except I filmed the sides of them, you know, like there's the main rock formation where I would normally walk up towards, and then to the left of that there's the rock formation which I haven't filmed for years. Well, I want to say years, but it's probably more like probably since last spring maybe. I don't remember filming the rock formation which I filmed from the side since I very first ever was filming those rocks. And then when I got my new camera, I went back and filmed everything. So yeah, it would probably have been like maybe May, June time when I last, and I've only done it once where I filmed, or twice, I don't know. But anyway, I filmed around. I'm not very well. Do not feel very well today. This flu that's going around is harsh because it keeps coming back. Like, you think you're better and then you're ill again. It's like, oh my God. But I don't know if it is that or if it's something else because, you know, it could just be that Mum's like taken bed and that's always quite depressing. And it's manifesting like physical symptoms. I don't know what to think at this second in time. All I know is that I feel really drained. And it was really draining when she came and got him because, you know, I thought to myself, I'm going to make this intro and I'm just going to speak about all of this stuff. But I'm not going to because knowing my luck, it'll end up in the wrong hands. And then I'll be getting in trouble. And there's no need for me to sit here and talk about things to do with family relations. Like, at the end of the day, it's counterproductive. That's the word I'm looking for. But I am feeling quite psyched up when I've got some time to do a video about healing and also about re-traumatization. I definitely want to do a video about people, about us all, and how we either are re-traumatizing ourselves by watching things which traumatize us, which we don't even realize it, or just by life in general, where you can be walking through the street and there'll be certain sounds that you can hear or things that you'll see which will traumatize you on I'm not talking about in your co-conscious mindset. I'm talking about on lower levels, you know, on buried levels, subconsciously, basically. So I'm going to do a video and I'm going to talk about this, and I'm feeling quite riled, not riled, but quite fired up to do one. It's just that I've got to get my media exam out of the way first. I cannot sit here and make a proper video unless I get loads of work done today, in which case tomorrow as a reward I'll do the video. So yeah, that's a good idea. All of you Christians out there, or anyone who, well, yeah, Christians, anyone who's got Christ in their life, I mean, if you want to pray for me to get my work done for my media exam, which is on Friday, then that means I can get a video out quicker. And if I get my work done, then I'll do a video. I'll do it immediately. But I can't do it until I've got my work done, because otherwise it's like a bit ridiculous, because, you know. Anyway, this is already getting long, so going to go. Not the light's too bad anyhow, which is a blessing. And shall we, I was going to say, should we drag Merlin up and make her say hello? Girl! Oh, she's all purry. Go on, Merlin, you have to look at the camera though. I've just been woken up, Mummy. I've just been dragged from my seat. Dragged from my seat by you. She's in a good mood, you see, because now Ben's gone. She's like back to being, I want to say king of the castle, but obviously she's the queen of the castle because she's a girl and she's all tangled in my scarf. Go on, Merlin. Do a good pose. Nah, she's being grumpy. There. That's better. Look at that beautiful puskins. She's purring so much. She's so sweet. She's such a good girl. Alright then. Well, like I said, it's quite good, this video, because of the graffiti on the rocks, which is just so satanic. So it's not good from that point of view, but it just fits in with everything to do with these rocks. And then on the way back down, I'm talking a bit about mind control and programming and alters. So, alter personas. Mwah. All right then, we're gonna go. So, Mrs., look at the camera. You think she'd know by now, wouldn't you? All right, leave a comment if you wish, and if you don't wish, then scootle off my page. I don't mean that. No one's got to leave a comment. I just meant if you don't want to watch me, you don't have to. You can switch the channel. It's not hard. All right then. Bye. You're a good girl, aren't you, Merlin? You are. Mwah. Bye. Well, we're just on our last walk because Mum's coming to get little one. So actually we've already been out on our walks for the day, but he was all anxious and fretting, and so I thought, seeing as how she's not yet let me know she's on her way, I'd just whiz up here, which is the rocks. Well, I got broken off because the phone rang, so of course now I've left the house, of course Mum's on her way over, so oh my god. Well, maybe this time I'll be able to speak without it being cut off by another call. So yeah, Mum's on her way over, and so that means I've got about 10 minutes or so. But actually I've realised it's quite windy, so as it turns out I probably wouldn't be able to film very much anyway. Look at Ben. What's that little one? Oh, he's got himself a bottle. He loves the bottle to chew on. Let's see. Now, somebody made me a comment. Nearly fell down here. Someone made me a comment about something that I filmed. Oh, let's just get into the shelter. Oh, what's that, Ben? Oh, look at the sky. Yeah, someone's made me a comment about a video that I made, which apparently had like a rock which was shaped into some kind of claw, and I'm thinking, I don't know what on earth, which video they mean. So if anyone else out there knows on earth which rock they're talking about or which video, I'll have to ask the person. But I'm intrigued because I can't for the life of me think what on earth, which one they're on about. Now I'm in this spot where I can't move because the wind's going to get us. So, and if I stand this way, I think that you might not be able to see me. I don't know. It could be a bit dark. Maybe that's a little bit better. So yeah, little Ben's got to go. Not impressed. Well, obviously I'm very grateful for having had him, but of course I don't want to give him back. I never want to give him back. want to have him here forever and ever. I think everyone should pray that my mother has an epiphany where she decides to get her own dog that loves her like Ben loves me, and then we can all be happy. Including little one. Look at him in his element, chewing on a bottle that he's found. Looks like, I don't know. Oh, he's got the lid off. So here I am, can't move from this spot because the wind's going to get us, but what we could just do is manoeuvre from this bit of the rocks to where the entrance is. Come on, little one. So there it is. Now what could be quite interesting could be to film, to stop the, oh, he's going to have a roll there, I think. He had a good roll there the other day. Yeah, off he goes. I should have left his jacket off, shouldn't I, so he could roll in pure freedom, seeing as he's going back to Mum's today anyway. But that would have been naughty, wouldn't it? Is that fun, little one? Oh, he says yes. Oh, yes. I'll tell you something, I'm not moaning, but it's a good job that I'm not like reliant too much on any help with no car, because I just asked Mum if she could nip to the shop and get me some cream on her way over, and she basically said no. Even though she has a shop which is like literally 2 seconds away from my house in a car, and if I want to go get cream then I have to walk all the way down here. I'll show you. All the way down there, because nowhere else near me sells cream. So, and the reason why that's an issue is because Mum's gone to all the trouble to make me a pudding, but no cream. So whilst I'm very appreciative that she's made me a pudding, I am can't eat it without any cream because it's gross with just milk. So I don't know. It's not like I've only just asked her. Alright, I'll stop moaning. I'm moaning, I apologise. So I had this great idea. I thought, why don't I switch this off and make a second take where I put it in here and don't speak, and we'll see what noises it picks up. Oh, hey up. What's this one doing? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch this off, and I'll tag it on together anyway, so we get, you know, so we have continuity. Alright then, it's just, you see, because I want to slow it down, you have to have these clips, well basically, if I want to slow it down and for it to make sense, I need to do it in a separate take. So that's what I shall do now. I'll see you on the other side. Bye. Alright then, so we've done that. Oh gosh. Just gone really dizzy actually. I've done 1 minute, just been absolute silence, there's no wind in there. So I had my, you know, I didn't switch it on until the camera was right underneath, you see where the silver, like foil looking stuff is? I had my hand right under, as far as my arm would reach, and kept perfectly still, so there's no wind beneath there. So we'll see what happens, won't we, little Ben? Right, well, we'll try and film, but what I'm going to do is stay off the tops, because not only do I need to get home, but it'll be too windy, so we'll try and stay in the shelter of these rocks. Besides, we don't know where else to film this bit here, so that's what we can do on the way back down. Just trying to get a little bit further down before I so that's obviously where I've just come from. I am liking the sky. I thought it was going to be really miserable, but instead it's quite cool. So there's some fresh graffiti actually on these. sounds here. Oh my god, yeah, look at this. It's shocking, isn't it? It really is. And you see this here is a bit like a swastika type thing, even though, or like a bit like as above so below, the cross bit. I mean the, sorry, the up and, this bit here, where you've got an arrow going up and an arrow coming down. So I don't know what it's meant to say there. Looks like it could say bull, but it doesn't. Like, I don't know what it's meant to say. And that says hype, just for those that can't read. And so these are huge, they really are. And then you've just got a natural bit there which looks like a Y. What else is going on then? This looks like a swastika here, you see. None of that looks natural to me. And then you've got this bit here which clearly isn't either, which maybe you can't tell because I'm so close. That's that bit in cut in there. So interesting. Right, well I need to keep moving. There's a little bit more graffiti to look at though. I think let's just have a peek up here first. Good boy, Ben. And look, you see this here? Again, I mean, it's clearly been cut out at some point for some reason. So, not quite sure what on earth that's meant to be, other than the triangular bit and the off at the start. W9KT. No idea. I'm sure it means something to someone. Oh, we've got a sad face. Oh, the wind's about to get us. And just before we turn back down, there's some more writing here. Wolfgang, well that's interesting. Then there's a bomb, I think that's meant to be. And then it says, Your is a friend, is a, I have no idea. Oh, I think it's a swear word. And then more. But there's also this here. But I'm going to have to turn back down. I'll just quickly zoom into this bit here where the circle is. Because again, that's somehow been put in there for some reason at some time. Is it an air channel? Who knows? So we need to head down. I'm going to pause this perhaps if the wind's too bad. We'll just give it a chance. I'm going to try not to go flying. Come on little Ben, otherwise we're going to be late. Good boy. Yeah, now the wind's going to be an issue, so I'm going to press pause until we get to the bottom of this hill. In fact, I'm going to stop it and then I can just tag the next bit along. That's actually better than pressing pause for continuity. So I'll see you in a mo. Go on little one. Well actually, whilst we're just in the shade of this rock, we can leave it on for a minute. Here, you want this? Let go of it Ben, because we're going to be late. Let go if you want me to throw it. I'm going to go down this way. Good boy. Bless him. What a sweetie. Oh, my hands are a bit cold. Hey, the wind might be alright, perhaps, if we're going down here again, because it wasn't bad on the way up. Come on, little one. Got it. Can't throw it because the tree's in the way. Alright, maybe I can. Ah, it got knocked on the thingy-majiggy branch. Come on then, little one. Look at the sky. Come on. Come on. Right, we're almost down. Yay! Don't want Mum waiting for me because that'll be a bad buzz.
Oh, I hate it when that happens. It gets caught in the tree branches. Oh, he's taking it the wrong way. It's a monkey, isn't he? So, still filming. I'm trying to think if there's anything interesting to tell you. Oh yeah, I'm going to get some of the orb videos that I made, and I'm going to slow motion them because I think that'll be really interesting. It's just that because you can't slow motion anything that's above 10 minutes, no, sorry, I mean a 5-minute clip you can slow down by double, but you can't upload anything for some reason if it goes beyond 10 minutes. So I'm just going to try and pick out some good bits, and actually I do have some bits with orbs in with no speech, so they would be interesting to slow down purely to see if there's any sound which goes along with them, which we can't normally hear. So I'm going to do all of this. It's just that I also have a ton of college stuff to do. So as and when all these things will happen, could well be until maybe not next week. Now I'm going to have to, oh, the wind's getting us. But I'll just press pause for a moment. Alright, well we're out of the wind, so that's good. And actually, where this wall is to my left, well, here that you can see, this is the boundary line for where I was filming the house the other day. I can even show you the way we walked up to it. It wasn't that bit there, it was a bit lower down I think that we went up. Come on little one. Just got visions of Mum being sat outside my house. You know though, I was just thinking that although she's like not wanting to call at the shop for me, which would take literally 5 minutes, I've taken this little chap out on an extra walk, which of course means that all she'll have to do tonight is whiz him around the block, because that's all she does on her nighttime walks. So if she was looking at it that way, this is the way that which I walk up to the to those rocks sometimes. You can just see like a bit of a track by that tree, and there's a gap in the wall. So that's the way, and the rocks are literally right behind it. So that's where I filmed the slow motion thing, which I have online. So, oh God, I'm dreading seeing Mum. She's in such a bad mood with me. She really is. I mean, it doesn't take much, but that's mind control for you. I could tell some stories, but I won't. So, well, not stories, some truths. But there's no point. I mean, what's the point? Like, at the end of the day, all of this stuff is not something that's always a conscious choice on the person that's doing it. And when people are flitting through different altars, which they don't even know exist, it's really difficult, you know, it's really difficult. That's why awareness is key, so that you can, the wind's being a bother and he's turned away from me. We're sheltered again in a moment. Once we get to that light there, we'll be out of this wind. So I'll stride on down to it. Almost there. Good boy, Ben. I wonder what a mini would be like, and I wonder how much they cost. I'm thinking I wouldn't have enough money for a mini. Now, yeah, like I was saying, when people, awareness is key, because if you're not aware that you're switching constantly, then you can't do anything about it, can you? Because, you know, you don't know that you're doing that. So that's why to heal, you've got to know what you're dealing with. And it's so sad because so many people within the quote-unquote truth movement, that I say that because it's so full of nonsense, it's hard to call it a truth movement. It's so full of propaganda to keep people away from the real truth. You know, where they'll like give you some truth, but mixed in with all this disinfo to keep you in a state of confusion and as far away from like really knowing what's going on as they possibly can. It's so sick, you know, the whole thing. It really is disgraceful. I'll show you something quite, well, I think it's quite amusing. One sec. So you see this gate here, well, this house, garden, and there's a gate clearly there. Well, Ben, come out. Ben went running in there the other day and basically went to the loo. So I went running in after him and scooped it up. Oh, look, that's an owl. Just here. Yeah, anyway, I went running in after him and I scooped it straight up, so it wasn't as though, you know, I just let him randomly run in there and go to the loo and I hadn't sorted it out. Anyway, the house owner woman came running out and said to me, can you, I said, look, I'm really sorry, you know, so I'm just trying to stand the wind because I need to switch off in a second anyway, so we'll just stand here briefly. Yeah, I said, I'm really sorry, you know. And she said, well, can you please make sure you don't take your dog off the lead until I get past her garden. And so at the time, I didn't agree or disagree to that. I just, you know, whisked ourselves away. But then I thought, well, hang on a moment. Hasn't she got a gate? Why doesn't she keep a gate closed if she doesn't want people appearing with their dogs? Anyhow, I need to end this. I'll do an intro for it. I'm just going to quickly show you this. They're out spraying. They always spray in the evening time. So there you have it. Disgusting, isn't it? And then as it dissipates, it ends up looking like normal clouds. And people have no idea what's going on. Because, of course, chemtrails aren't real. It's just our imaginations. Anyway, on that note, we need to end. So, little Ben, do you want to say bye? Come here, little one. Good boy. Yeah, so we're going to go. Mwah. And thanks for watching. And until the next time, I'm going to wave. Because I won't have Ben for a while now, not until I get a new car. So I'm not sure when that's going to be. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks. But I won't have Ben back until I have a new car because, well, I just won't basically. Mum won't bring him back over again. And because she's let me have him for so long this time. Good boy. It just isn't going to happen. Anyway, I need to put him down, get him on the lead, and get myself home. So, let's look and see if there's anything interesting here. Quite nice, isn't it? Alright, well, come on then. Oh good, this car's not following us. Got all the ivy on that house there. Good boy. Alright then, well, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.